words. So, for me, there's no political correctness. We kind of just throw them around wherever they're most appropriate. So it's real hard to offend me. And I think that most Aboriginal people that I know, whether they're from the Americas or even from Arctic Scandinavia, where I play a lot, or Maori people in New Zealand, Aboriginal people in Australia, I've worked with a lot of teachers, and I don't think I know any of us who don't have a big hole where our self-esteem ought to be. And it's because, unfortunately, the education system affects us all. And it's quite narrow. I don't want to say it's, full of baloney all the time, but it's just not wide enough. And it's up to us to widen that. It's up to us to cook it up ourselves and then prepare to serve them. That's how you change it, if you want to change something. You don't give them the information in an enema. No. You cook it like a beautiful gift. You use the arts. You use good authors. Oh, you can still raise Cain. You can still carry a sign and be very serious. But you have to understand your audience, Native American friends. You have to understand your audience when you're trying to educate people who have never had a frickin' chance to learn about us, any more than we have. We haven't had a chance. In my Cradleboard teaching project, which was an initiative of the original Nihiwan Foundation, we started out with scholarships. But when I started the Cradleboard teaching project, and I'd go from reservation to reservation talking to teachers and school boards. For instance, I went to Akwesasne, teachers would be ashamed. They'd say, I don't know enough about Indian people. Nobody knows enough about Indian people. That's why we're here, right? All of us. I mean, Simon's a scholar. I'm a scholar. We have attended convocations of American Indian scholars and of indigenous scholars all over the world. The work is not done yet. It may never be complete. Every day is new. We're growing. We're evolving. We're changing. And we need to. And it's a pleasure. It's play. Growth. Living tomorrow. Examining your head. Being curious about what's in somebody else's mind. This is fun. This is play. This is not something to get all tired and beat yourself up for. No, I know college is hard. I've got a lot of college as a student and as a teacher, and it can be hard and it can be stressful, but learning itself can be so, so beautiful. It really can. Just because college is hard, don't ever give up on learning, because then, there are two versions of your direction. There are two versions. One of them is full of stress, like traffic, right? And the other one is like being in the forest and learning from the Creator. We are made in the image of the Creator. We are creative. That's our green light to creativity. Like it or not, folks, we are creating the future, even tonight. We are. This is our choice. I have to give you your reading list. I'm a teacher. Are you ready? Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. Yes. By the late librarian D. Brown. What a wonderful writer. It'll break your heart. It's about what happened in the 1800s and how Native people got to be in the position that so many are in today. Indian Givers by Jack Weatherford. That won't break your heart. You'll just go, I never knew that. Unreal. Little skinny yellow paperback. Buy one for yourself. Buy one to give to your friends. Trust me on this one. The Female Brain by Dr. Luann Brezendine. Don't get confused. There's a guy who came out with a book a couple of months ago called The Power of the Female Brain. That ain't it. Dr. Luann Brezendine, The Female Brain. The End of War by John Horgan. Oh, it's good. John Horgan, he's a professor of alternative conflict resolution in a college, I think in New Jersey. You can find it online, and he's on YouTube. Look him up, John Horgan, like Morgan with an H. He points out things like about choices. Because people will tell you that we have war because of greedy bankers. But no, you can have greedy bankers and still not have war. It takes a buy-in of a lot of people to make the perfect storm called war. And it takes a lot of people sitting there and doing nothing. That's us sometimes, yeah. Oh, we have war because there's not enough resources to go around. The most horrifying wars in the world have been fought by the richest countries in the world. It's up to us to keep an eye on the people that we elect so that they don't destroy themselves and us with them in their greed and madness. Oh, we have war because of male aggression. No, you can have male aggression all over the place and still not have war. There are many, many factors that go into having war. The End of War, this book by John Horgan, it's about 4 inches by 5 inches, and it'll take you 2 hours to read it. It's practically just a list of that kind of thing, and boy, is it ever good. Okay, now, SAINTE-MARIE. And if you abbreviate it, you go to a porn site in China or someplace. I don't know. Figure it out. Anyway, this is a song that has a Cree word, a Canadian word in it, eh? That wasn't it. It's a Cree word, and the word is keshagesh. And keshagesh literally means greedy guts. And it's a name that we had for a little puppy who used to eat all his own and then want everybody else's. You know the type. So it says, I never saw so many business suits. Never knew a dollar sign could look so cute. Never knew a junkie with a Money Jones. He's singing, who's selling Park Place? Who's buying Boardwalk? These old men, they make their dirty deals, go in the back room and see what they can steal. Talk about your beautiful for spacious skies. It's about uranium. It's about the water rights. Got Mother Nature on a luncheon plate. They carve her up and call it real estate. Want all the resources and all of the land. They make a war over it, blow things up for it. The reservation out at Poverty Row, there's something cooking and the lights are low. Somebody's trying to save our Mother Earth. I'm going to help him to save it and sing it and pray it, saying, no, no, Keshagesh, you can't do that no more. No, no, Keshagesh, you can't do that no more. No, no, Keshagesh, you can't do that no more. Old Columbus, he was looking good when he got lost in our neighborhood. Garden of Eden right before his eyes. Now it's all spyware. Now it's all income tax. Old Brother Midas looking hungry today. What he can't buy, he gets some other way. Send in the troopers and the natives resist. It's an old story, boys. That's how you do it, boys. Look at these people, Lord, they're on a roll. They want it all. They want complete control. Want all of the resources and all of the land. They make a war over it, blow things up for it. And while all our champions are off in the war, their final ripoff here at home is on. Mr. Greed, I think your time has come. We're going to sing it and pray it and live it and say it, saying, no, no, Keshagesh. No, no, Keshagesh. You can't do that no more.